show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal.
Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. Brought to you today by Rocket Mobile. Rocket Mobile, brand new mobile phone SIM that really gives you a lot of flexibility. You can get a completely new phone plan, unlimited calls, texts and data, plus 20 gigabytes of roaming to use in the EU for only £16 a month. Going to come in handy as I'm off to Milan today to go and take in Arsenal, taking on Inter. You can keep your number as well. If you want more details on how to switch, it's very easy to do so as well. Click the link in the description. Rocket Mobile bringing you the show today. And I don't know, it's been a crazy weekend. City get battered by Manchester United. We think to ourselves, oh, great chance to go 9 points clear. We go and mess up. We're all depressed because we draw away at Nottingham Forest. Points drop. Then we're saying to ourselves, come Sunday, it could be down to 4 points. We're all there worrying about City. You know, Villa, who hardly lost a game at home this season, they got a pretty easy game at home against Everton. They're going to be 4 points behind us. No, they go and lose their game as well. Thank you, Emi Martinez, for spilling that, right? And it's instead of Arsenal losing points this weekend, they've gained a point on both of their rivals. And actually, this is the crazy thing about it. If every result would have gone to how form works, yeah, we'd be probably in exactly the same position, being 6 points, because you'd expect City to beat United, you'd expect Villa to beat Everton, and you'd expect us to beat Forest. And if that would have all had happened, we'd still be 6 points clear. But now we're 7 points clear. So we're actually a point up. Listen, do we want to win this thing or not? Right? Oh, my days. But listen, it's actually turned out to be a decent weekend for Arsenal, despite the fact that it was a pretty not great performance against Nottingham Forest. And even though, there were some people criticising Mikel Arteta after that performance, he seems to be a manager really in demand at the moment when you start to look around Europe. I spoke about yesterday how he's been linked with the Real Madrid job. And I said, the likelihoods of him coming from the Basque region and being, a Barcelona fan, going and taking over the job at Real Madrid is highly unlikely. But today he's being linked with the Barcelona job. Now, that would be a threat. That's according to Diario Sport in Spain, that claim that Barcelona are monitoring Mikel Arteta. Now, we know they've got a manager in situ at the moment in Hansi Flick. He's been doing a great job, looking good for the title this year, and they don't want to lose Hansi Flick. But they're apparently looking at two managers if Hansi Flick was to leave. One of those is Luis Enrique, who's previous manager, now at PSG, and the other one is Mikel Arteta. Obviously, he's going to have top clubs looking at him because he's doing a great job at Arsenal. I don't think he'd want to leave, if he can get the job done at Arsenal. He's got a lot of autonomy at Arsenal as well, which you don't get at clubs like Barcelona and Real Madrid. But I think what it does, it shows you his standing, the fact that, both Real Madrid and Barcelona are interested in Mikel Arteta. Now, this next player here, Ademola Lookman, did very well at the recent AFCON, which, by the way, I don't know if you saw that game last night. What a crazy game that was. The AFCON final, Senegal winning that, beating Morocco, taking their players off the pitch after some dodgy refereeing. You have to go and watch it. But getting back on the point, Ademola Lookman, Nigerian, did well for Nigeria at AFCON. Back at his club, Atlanta now. He's been linked with a move to Arsenal for the last few seasons. He's been linked with a move away from Atalanta from the last few seasons, but he's still there at the moment. Atalanta apparently now willing to sell Ademola Lookman. They're looking for around about £35 million. His agent reportedly offered him to Arsenal, said that, listen, he's available. They are willing to sell him. You could come and get him this month, but Arsenal have apparently turned it down. I would like to ask you guys right now, is that the right move by Arsenal? We do seem to be still not quite there on that left-hand side. The guys have been doing all right. Trossard's been good this season. Martinelli's been, especially in the Champions League, has been good, but he did miss that chance at the weekend. And then again, fans are like, do we need an upgrade?